changers. Oh, it's gonna be in everything, but it was gonna change everything. But I kept saying like even then because I literally have been on the internet since like 2000, and it's like well I say 99 is the first time I had 98, 99 was the first time I had like internet in my actual house. Remember the AOL dial up and the you've got mail. So I had like that in like 97, 98. And so it's always been something that I've been on, I guess you could say. But the difference, I guess, with the AI is in the same way that people kept saying that the internet was like this big bad guy, this boogeyman. But the issue, it wasn't, and I said even then, and I say it now. It's like it's the architecture, it's the backbone of what's going to be the future when people talk about the AI. And it's like so it's the way that it's going to be integrated into whether it's the software or on the developer and now the back end, but how that's implemented and integrated and implemented is going to be what builds on that future as we call it. So and I think that's an important distinction only because people get so terrified about like how terrible the internet is, and it's like but the thing is the same way as like with the internet, like we built multi-million-dollar businesses off of the internet. It's like it's changed millions of lives, it's brought people together, it's created and helped bring attention to causes. So there's like a lot of things, and of course on the same side, on the opposite side of that, there's been a lot of negative things that have come from the internet, but depending on where you're at on the internet, I guess. But so just like that with the internet, I mean with the AI, it will be integrated again, like I said, in the software, in the way that we develop, in the way that things that we build moving forward in the future. Even whether it's our ideation process, whether it's the production or distribution process, but already it's being integrated. And I tell people, if you've ever in your life, like if you've ever said, "Hey Alexa, play that song," you've already used AI. And it's like, and you've used probably like more voice assistants than I have. If you're like talking in the car and Google is telling you to turn left at the next light, it's like then you're probably using it. It's like, so I'm on the other side of it, feeling like, how do I make this feel like more of a conversation? That sort of thing. And that also is where I differ when it comes to the AI, is because I'm not interested. I see like some amazing, like as far as on the creative side, as far as like the graphics, um uh, the images, videos. Now look at VO3, like amazing. So like where it can actually create the dialogue as well when you tell it what to say. So like the technology is rapidly changing, but at the same time there's so much further to go. And so I look at it on the other side. I kind of am looking at like making it more conversational, like Google, Facebook, Gemini. Like, everybody's like doing this and trying to make it more. And that's kind of what I've been doing from that side of like humanizing it and looking at, or not humanizing it, but looking at it as a way where it just becomes as an embedded everyday part of our life. If it's going to be that type of way, then it helps that we're cognizant and aware of it, that we have the ability to be able in a conscious way to program it or control it or whatever we need to do. But at the same time, have it be done in a way where you don't have to be a coder or a programmer in order to use it or manipulate it. And not only be at the effect of it or just the end user of the AI, like if it's in your Alexa. And it's like, so just looking at it like that. And then, so I'm looking at it in other ways. I'm looking at it in ways that it can, and so for me, like looking at education, I am very cautious. And like I said, my background is more from the creative writing side. So, I've been on that side of it, but also looking at the biases, the ethics of the AI, looking at not just the bias of the end result, the model, but looking at how we recognize biases, whether they're conscious or unconscious, within those practitioners or those coders or those developers. And because if you think about any type of system that we're creating, it's the bias, it's the mindset, it's the thought of what you're creating, but it's coming from your own personal makeup or opinions or beliefs or whatever that is about that particular topic or subject. So if you are coming in, like